I don't really like to call it a mystery because it feels like that kind of trivializes it, but I mean, when you think about it, what else do you call it? We don't know anything, and I think that's what makes this whole thing such a mystery.
When I was 2, he was born, and we got along pretty well. You know, not really much fighting. We were pretty close. There was this one time when I was 8, and he would always take this like stuffed animal horse I had, and it was my favorite stuffed animal. And he'd always hide it from me, and I'd go crazy looking for it, and I could never find it, and it was really annoying. But yeah, we were pretty close.
I was friends with Johnny throughout most of my childhood. Our houses, backyards were back to each other. I felt really lucky that I could always kind of see him, and we grew up really close, and we were tight all the way through kind of around high school is when we started to drift apart, but I feel like that's how it goes. You find different paths, different people, different interests, and we kind of grew apart a little bit.
He and I didn't meet until like halfway through high school, because my dad got transferred to Fort Bragg, but we really hit it off. We almost actually went to college together. I mean, I remember the Friday nights after the football games, hanging out at Walmart or going to the Waffle House and stuff. It was good times. But I decided to go off to basic instead, and so I didn't see him that much.
So I've known John for a few years, actually. We dated off and on for a while. Met on Tinder. I mean, I really thought that like he was the one, you know what I mean? But anyway, that was until I started noticing that things were kind of off.
I don't even know why I was invited. We know each other from work, but we don't even work in the same department. I have just seen his name on like files sometimes. But I heard that he was remodeling his house, and I really wanted to see it, so when I got the invite, I just decided to go, because who wouldn't want to see a new beautiful house like that?
Well, I mean, I didn't really know him too well, or anyone there really for that matter. The first time I heard of him was when we invited him to our housewarming when we moved in together, and he ended up not showing up, but he sent us a really nice gift.
I mean, I kept up with him on Facebook. You know, you get the important things, life events, girlfriends, new jobs, all that kind of stuff. And I try to be there for him when there's negative stuff, and reach out when, you know, I heard about his parents and breakups, and, you know, that's kind of the nature of the relationship, but I hadn't really seen him that much until that night.
No, we were not together at the time of the party. Which I thought it was weird that he invited me, because we hadn't talked for like a long time, and I mean, I'm his ex-girlfriend, so yeah, it was kind of a weird invite.
That was one of the craziest nights of my life. No, it was probably the craziest night of my life, yeah.
I was going crazy looking for him because he'd been gone all night, and his coworker, who was also there, came up to me and pulled me to the side, and she was freaking out because she'd found him.
I heard like a lot of commotion coming from one end of the house, and when I got there, everyone was in there, and John was on the ground.
He was just laying there, and I really didn't know what to do, so I kind of just stood there for a second looking at him, see if he was really, yeah.
Everyone just took a moment. We had no idea how to react.
I've never seen a dead body, so it was a little traumatic, especially because it was John. I don't know, I feel kind of bad because the first thing that I thought of was like, oh, I bet people think that it's me. Because I mean, I don't know what John has told people. I mean, I don't know if he like told everyone that I was like crazy or something. I don't know. So I was kind of worried that people would think that I killed him.
Sometimes I just think about it and I feel like I could have done something. I don't know. I guess when there's just like nobody to blame, you feel like this kind of guilt. And I don't know. Sometimes when I think about it, it just makes me feel like it was my fault for some reason. I don't know.
The worst part is definitely not knowing anything. I mean, we can point fingers, but it's just guessing. We all have our suspicions. I think it was Colonel Mustard in the conservatory with the candlestick.